The season has been over for Rangers now for just 1 week, but already things are starting to heat up ahead of the next campaign. One thing that will be here soon though is the Champions League qualifiers, of which Rangers will need to navigate if they want to play at Europeans' top table next season. In today's video, we'll discuss the confirmed teams that Rangers will play after all the European leagues are wrapped up over the weekend. Not only that, but we'll also discuss all the latest Rangers news for the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. It was 27 years ago when Graham Souness famously planted a Galatasaray flag in the centre circle of arch rivals Fenerbahce's pitch. The Rangers legend waved the huge yellow and red flag around as he paraded around the field of play at full time during his side's derby win celebrations in the 1996 Turkish Cup final. It was an iconic moment that went down in history and very nearly caused a riot between Turkish football's two biggest teams. Now nearly 3 decades on, Souness was back in Turkey to wave the exact same flag. The 70-year-old led former side Galatasaray's title celebrations against Fenerbahce in a similar fashion. He was a guest at the Nef Stadium as Galatasaray thumped their rivals 3-0. And he helped celebrate with current teams just like he did back in the 90s. A clip shared on social media by Galatasaray shows the former Sky Sports pundit waving the huge flag bearing the club's colours around the pitch. Just a quick one before we get back into the video guys, we are currently doing a January sale on all our Rangers merchandise. Just go down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. We do have new prints coming in February, but for now, as I said, shop the old collection, rfcclothing.com or go down into the link in the description. Let's get back into the video. The potential opponents for Rangers in their Champions League qualifying campaign this summer have been confirmed after an incredible final day in Belgium. The title changed hands 3 times in less than 5 minutes to make our helicopter Sunday in 2005 look like nothing more than an ordinary title race, as Union Saint-Gilloise, Genk and Royal Antwerp all at the table, with the latter sealing their first title since 1957 in dramatic circumstances at the end. It means it's Genk who go into the Champions League qualifying through the league path, and USG, who Rangers played last year, will go into the Europa League. Genk are one of the 4 teams Rangers can play in the third qualifying round, and probably the team we will want to avoid out of them, although Michael Beale's men are likely to be confident whoever they come up against at this stage. Rangers could also face Sturm Graz of Austria, with their last meeting against them coming in the 2000-2001 Champions League, when the Ibrox side ran out 5-0 winners in the home game before drawing 2-2 away. The other 2 teams who you would hope to draw against are Dnipro 1 of Ukraine and then TSC Baka Tobola of Serbia. Dnipro finished second in the Ukrainian league, having only been founded in 2015, while the Serbian Minnows will play in Europe for just the second time. It's the playoff round where things get interesting for Rangers and they can face 2 teams they have history with. Rangers beat PSV Eindhoven in last year's playoff round with a 3-2 aggregate win, and they can come up against them this year, although both teams will have different managers from then, with Giovanni van Bronckhorst being sacked by Rangers and Ruud van Nistelrooy quitting PSV. The other game would be much more of a grudge match against Marseille, who Rangers played in 1992-1993 Champions League campaign. The French side went on to win the tournament, but accusations of match fixing have followed that after were punished in it for their domestic league, but not on the European stage. So just to clarify, the 4 teams that Rangers can play in the third qualifying round are as follows: TSC Baka Tobola, Dnipro 1, Sturm Graz, Genk. Rangers are reportedly on the trail of Cremonese striker Cyril Dessers. The Daily Record claims that the Ibrox club have submitted a significant 7-figure bid for the Nigeria international. It's reported that Rangers' initial bid was rejected by the recently relegated Serie A side. However, it's said that the Light Blues remain in talks to see if a deal can be struck. Cremonese have been relegated to Serie B, but they are determined to try to recoup as much of the £6 million they paid through last summer. The 28-year-old was signed from Belgian side Genk last year prior to the summer deadline. Dessers only netted 7 goals for Cremonese last season as they struggled to cope in Italy's top flight. It's said that he's been a long-term transfer target for Rangers even prior to Michael Beale's arrival. The boss is pushing to get the deal done and is especially keen to recruit in the attacking areas of the squad. Dressers came through the ranks at OH Leuven and Lokeren. It was in the Netherlands where he started to hit the back of the net on a consistent basis, with Dessers enjoying successful spells at NAC Breda, Utrecht and Heracles Almelo. Kieran Dow, Jack Butland and Dujon Sterling have already been secured by Rangers so far this summer, whilst a deal for Jose Cifuentes is also being worked on. Swansea's Morgan Whittaker, Nottingham Forest's defender Jonathan Panzu are two options that Bill is also keen on. Leon King has been handed a Scotland call-up by Steve Clarke according to reports. The Rangers youngster was thrown in at the deep end at Ibrox this season as he featured in the Champions League and Scottish Premiership due to injuries in the Gers camp. King handled himself well and as a result speculation surrounded his name, linking him with the move to Manchester United or Chelsea. King's performances have obviously been noted at international level, as reports have stated he'd be handed Scotland training call-up by Clarke to gain some vital experience. The Rangers star will train with the senior Scotland side before playing for the under-21s in a double-header against Norway on June 15th and June 18th. Chris Sutton will appear on Sky Sports during next season's coverage of the Scottish Premiership according to reports, unfortunately. The ex-Celtic player is said to be moving to the broadcast giants in time for the start of the 2023-2024 campaign. The former striker will now join up with former Rangers star Chris Boyd as they appear alongside each other on everyone's screens as a part of the SPFL's main TV deal. The Scottish Sun says Sutton will change channels from BT Sports to Sky in what is regarded a massive coup for the latter. It would be fair to say that Sutton has earned himself as a reputation of being one of the most loudmouth, outspoken pundits in Scottish football during his appearances on BT as well as Viaplay and BBC 5 Live. He will now seemingly join alongside Boyd as well as presenter Elida Barber and fellow pundit James McFadden. Rangers fans, what do you make of our Champions League opponents and do you think we'll qualify this year? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.